Coach, obviously a very emotional win, back and forth, especially in that second half. Run us through a combination of the emotions and how you were able to handle that with the team and get them where they needed to be towards the end of that game.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. All these emotions.
Recording in progress.
Oh, okay.
Not me, no.
Yeah, it was unbelievable to handle all these emotions, especially the second half when we scored 2-1. Then in the I don't know 95th minutes we conceded the goal. Then 2-2, and the penalties was unbelievable. And but the mentality of the whole team, of the whole group, was great in the first round in these both games against Columbus. And first half, we had a little bit problem, especially with the ball. It was not against the ball, to be honest. It was more with the ball in the first half, and then we talked in the halftime about that, to have more the confidence with the ball in these situations, these moments, and this is what we showed then also in the second half. But it's great to have these feelings today, to be honest, as a person, not only as a head coach, as a person, to see these faces, to smile. And this is the reason why we are doing this job every day, to train hard, to have so many video sessions, to talk about the opponent, to talk about our principles. But these are the days I'm so happy to see all these faces. And yeah, it's very emotional from my side as well. And I'm very happy, I'm very proud. And I will never forget for sure this day. And the best messages, and I said this directly also to our group, is that the season is not over. That's the best message today. And yeah, now I think in 3 weeks is the next game after the national break. And now is to enjoy these pictures in our stadium, to enjoy also these pictures which we create in our atmosphere in the locker room, and then to prepare for the next round.
Next to JJ.
Sandro, congratulations on the win. Can you talk about the big play of Sean Nealis and Dylan Nealis in the series, helping you out on that back line?
Yeah, it's necessary. With all these center backs, with all our 6 position, and also with our 3 strikers in front to start the pressing, and especially Jean Nealis, Andres, Dylan Nealis, they made it very well, to be very active, and also to be brave, to play 1 against 1 all the time. And this was our idea in these 2 games, in these both games. And Dylan, great, and how he won the ball before the penalty situation, in forward defending, to be aggressive in 1 against 1, and then to play forward. Yeah, it was great. The whole performance, especially in defense. And but sometimes I would also to say to improve in our when we have the ball, and this was a little bit the problem from the whole team in the first half. But then in the second half, when you scored, then you have the confidence, then you play forward, not to think too much. Then we have to play, or maybe to play back. So it was a clear direction, and yeah, it was good, very well.
Next to Luca.
Coach, congratulations on a crazy win. Just wanted to touch on the penalty kick shootout in Leagues Cup. You had 2 consecutive losses in penalty kick shootouts, and what learnings did the team take from that to apply to tonight in the playoffs? Yeah, in my experience as a player, and I missed also sometimes the penalty, to be honest, as a player, and it's important to have this experience that you can win in penalty, and this is what we showed today. And it was a similar movie, this penalty today, like in the Leagues Cup. We had the chance 2 times in League Cups to finish, and this was different. And Carlos was amazing, was outstanding performance, and especially in the penalty to save 3 penalties in a row. And then also after missing penalty from Jean Nealis, to come back and to believe in that. And you said this is when you have in your mind, you lost 2 times in Leagues Cup the penalty, and we practiced it a lot of times the last 10 days, to be honest. But you cannot similar the situation like in the game now, because then everyone is looking, pressure, and so. But it was good, and it's good to have this experience as well, that we can win and that we are able to win also in penalty.
Next we have John.
Sandro, you mentioned that
Carlos stopped 3 straight penalties. There's about, I believe, a 1.2% chance of that happening. So just talk about how he raised his level, not just in this game, but also in game 1 to put you in this position.
It's our goalkeeper coach. Jeremy Proud is our goalkeeper coach. He's responsible, and we are talking for sure about some topics which we need in our build-up, in our box defending. But Jeremy Proud made in the last couple of days, in the last 10 days especially, then also to prepare these penalties and also to have then our number one, Carlos, as a goalkeeper to be confident. And this is goalkeeper coach Jeremy Proud.
Next, go to Gary.
Hey, Coach, congratulations. Cameron Harper looked like he got injured when he tried to get the ball out in the corner. What's his status for if he's going to be okay for the next game? Or
Well, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. Yeah, we have to check. We have to check him. Yeah, we will see. I don't think so. That's it's a big injury. I don't think so. But we have to check him now tomorrow, and it's good now that we can relax. And after the national break, then in 3 weeks is the next game.
as a follow-up, take a step back with the entire series. What are the things that stand out for you and your team, knowing that right now you knocked out the defending champions?
Yeah, and but I told this, and we had this also today in our meeting in the morning. After our losing game against Columbus in the home game in our regular season, the last game, I told this directly in the locker room, and also one day after in our facility. So now the situation is clear. We have to play against Columbus for sure. It's a very good team, very good coach, and they have a style of play very clear. But to believe in that, and I said this also to our guys. So the situation is now clear, and we are also able to beat them 2 times. So, and we showed this today. We showed this in last Tuesday, and that's great. And this was our message the whole 10 days. Don't think too much about the last games in our regular season. So, and I would say most of the time, from 34 games, I would say 25 games was very well. The last period in the regular season was not so good, and we analyzed this as well. But now it's a new competition. And this was a clear message to believe in that, and because we have the quality. And maybe for some guys outside, is this the biggest surprise? For me, not. It's not now that I have a feeling now. It's I don't know, a Cinderella story or something like that. So for me, it's more to believe in that and to think about, okay, we are able to win when we are tactical in a good spot, when we are from the mental side in a good spot, when we have this energy level, and when we are also then our supporters. And we showed this, and sorry for my answers. I answered today for a long time.
Next, go to Andrew.
Hi, Coach. Congrats on the win. I thought Daniel Edelman had a really good game today. He covered a lot of ground, kept up with Columbus's movement, and he scored the winning penalty. Can you just speak about his performance today and how strong he was in the midfield? Yeah,
very, very good. And also in the first game in Columbus, physical in a very good spot, and this is very important for us to have our 6th position, like when you play like Columbus with a lot of balls and they switch and find very good moments, and then it's important to have Danny then, especially on the 6th position, and also with Felipe Caboya to play like this physical game. And at the end, he scored. He missed in the Leagues Cup the penalty. I don't know, it was the first or the second game, I'm not sure. But now he deserved everything. He deserved everything also now to be this man in the penalty with Carlos Coronel at the end, and that we come in the next round.
Next, go to Voss.
Congrats on the win, Coach. Just wanted to ask you on the performance of your designated players in this series. We've had all 3 of them score a goal. Van Zier came up big today to get that go-ahead goal. And how important it is for your squad to really have them step up when the big games matter. And just as a second part for you personally, your first playoff game, what was that atmosphere like, and how does it compare to maybe like you compared it to a relegation battle before, that kind of atmosphere?
Yeah, what I said when I can answer the second question is, it was also for me very emotional, to be honest. It was And this was not only because of a playoff game and the first game for me, and to have this experience for me. And this is what I'm doing, and this is why I'm working so hard with my whole coaching staff, with the whole staff, with all our players together to see the smile in the face. This is my main target every day to wake up, to go in the facility for this group, and it's not only because of my experience or my feelings. And then I'm so happy. I'm so happy then when I go in the locker room, when I look then in the stadium to the supporters and they are happy, and to feel this is for me, it's great. And this is then very emotional from my side, to be honest. And no, I forgot the first question. Yeah. I don't want to talk about DP players or something like that, but when we are talking about Dante Vance, Emil Forsberg, and Felipe Carvalho, great job as well, individual, in the first game and the second game, and for sure you need then also this quality in these big games to make the difference in these moments. And they showed this Dante very important goal, and Emil with a penalty to have this responsibility, and Felipe on Tuesday on the road, and this is very important. And this is great. Not only these guys, DP players or something like that, but they feel also responsible for the group, and this is top.
Everyone, we have time for 2 more questions with Coach. First, we'll go to Michael, and then we'll finish up with James. Michael, you have the floor.
Thanks. Coach, we've all seen the clip of Emil telling the players, why not us? Why can't we go out and win these games? Before this playoff series, we saw, Apple pundits, ESPN pundits saying that they thought Columbus was going to go through maybe in 2 games. Just sitting where you are now with, how many people were doubting this team, how does that feel knowing that you guys are going to play in the Eastern Conference semifinals,
Yeah, this was our topic after we finished the regular season. So now it's a new competition, and I heard this so many times from many players in our personal conversation. Now it's a new competition, and we showed this, and to believe in that. So we can talk about, I think, about principles, about tactical points, and especially against Columbus, you need then also a good tactical performance. But at the end, it's also to have this confidence and to believe in that. This is then, if you don't do that, then you can have the best match plan and, I don't know, the best tactics. But if you don't believe, if you don't give your best, if you don't try everything, and when you make a mistake, to help each other, to communicate, to coach each other, and Emil is our captain, is a leader, and he showed us every day in our locker room and with the whole group, and it's great. It's great to see him every morning. It's great to work with him every morning, every day, and yeah, I'm very happy today.
And we'll finish up with
When
James.
I don't know what I have to say, I say I'm happy.
Congratulations again, Coach. You stuck with the same 11 and same tactical setup that worked in Game 1. What specifically about that structure has allowed the team to be successful? And on a personal note, great team over there, great manager. Does it feel any bit of personal pride that you've gotten the success in this 2-leg game?
No, it's not. It's not for me personally. To be honest, that's my job to find the best solution, especially in the playoffs, because this is then a do or die game. So this is with our coaching staff to find the best solutions, and yeah, we want to play very aggressive against them. This was our idea directly after the last game in the regular season, and yeah. This was, but it's not from my side, to be honest. This is what I said. I'm so happy today, and to go in my bed, and to have the pictures in my mind, to see all these faces. That's for me. That's the best. This is the best, and this is also what we need. And what I said at the beginning of the press conference, and also to our players, the best messages for all of us here in the club, outside of the club, is that the season is not over.